LRBAquatics.com. Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. Welcome to another live episode. It's me, LRB, and I got my man Bam Fish Keeping, aka Ben, back here. He's doing some water changing for me, helping me out a lot, getting things done. So I hope you guys are all doing great. If not, I hope it gets better for you guys. Today I wanted to share with you guys an update on the 240 gallon, the Substrate lasagna. I got some new fish, finally got a protein skimmer that works, and some other equipment. But first I gotta turn you guys around. These guys are barking at me. They really want out of here. So in here I got some Pandagaras. You can see that one loves to try to get up out of the water. So before they get too many ants in their pants, I'm going to go ahead and add these in. But I did want to show you guys this in the container just because you can see them real good. They've been pooping up a storm, so they're probably a little scared. So enough terrorizing them. Let's get them in the tank. Now these aren't the first fish in here. And I'll go through that here in a second. There we go. Now they're all in there. I've actually got some of them already in there. So those are Pandagara flotras, or just known as garaflotras. I did have some killifish. They were the first fish in here, but they're actually not in here anymore because they weren't being very friendly. They killed one of my smaller Algae rainbow fish, which I've got a nice group of those in there, about 9 of them, but you can't see them very well. And sorry for that pump. Ben's doing water changes, and the Alani's actually befriended these Celebes half-beaks, which is really cool. There was yesterday one of these Alani males. Here you can see starting to get some color on them. This is a Chilothernia Alani, still in juvenile state, but nice color to him. Has really befriended one of these Celebes, and they were actually trying to breed. It was kind of crazy the other day. And also, another reason why the Achilles are out is she ate one of those Celebes half-beaks. So one not much smaller than that one slurped it down like a noodle. Where did that go? That fish went fast. They are quick. But one about that size, she just slurped it down like nothing. It was crazy. Then in here, where did I get my Garaflotra from? So I actually got those from the LFS. I had them special order 20 of them for me. Then there's some Corydoras in here as well. We've got the Dolphoi back there. There you can see him schooling. The tank's a little dirty too. I think a lot of it has to do with these Corys constantly kicking up the dirt. But I think it'll settle after a while. I've also got Duplicarius, Corydoras Duplicarius over there. So I was really torn on what to do with this tank. Like, I was half tempted to just do a species only and like take like a group of cherry barbs and just give them the whole tank and let them colony breed in here. Or I could have got dwarf neons and let them colony breed in here. There's all kinds of other fish I could have got the colony breed in here. But there's so many other fish that I just enjoy loving to watch. Like, for instance, the Cory cats. Like, I know they're going to kind of not help keep this tank clean, but I love watching them in a school, and then just watching them be able to swim across all this. It's just fun to watch. So I figure since I'm in here a lot, it's a tank I look at a lot, might as well make it more of a look-see tank than a production tank. I almost went with just plants too. That way I could just crank up the CO2, get that really going, and just boom these plants up. But you can tell since I added the Corys, the plants actually started collecting a lot of the mulm and dirt. But now I'm actually battling up against that. Hey, Pandagaras, they're one of my favorites. They're like little water dogs of the hobby. They're just a very unique fish. One day I want to make a special tank on breeding those, because I know it's done commercially over there in Asia, where they use like a kind of like a stream, and then they put like dead pools on the side. So what happens is they live in the streams, and then they'll get into the dead pools and lay their eggs down that way. And I think it would be cool to try to mimic that and try to reproduce that. But here I've got one of the Chichero algae inhibitors. It's also utilized as a sanitizer. So what this does is it oxygenates a lot of the water. You can set it up to a bunch of different sizes of tanks, and you pick your one, and it does get up to like 180 gallon tank. So it should do all right for this 240. Have the Gara rufa. Yeah, the Gara rufa is cool too. A lot of the same behavior, but yeah, just different color. And I did add CO2, so I got CO2 cranking in here, going right into the Gyra power head, which is actually a glacier power head. That way it swoops across the whole tank, which is a long way down there. And I did end up getting a better protein skimmer and added a power head with an attachment just kind of catch debris for now and hold some bacteria. But a lot of you guys suggested the Eheim Skim 350. That's what I'm using. Works really well. A lot better than that crazy one. A lot better than this one that we had. That one just didn't have any power. And I do have actually one of these that is for US standard, and it still doesn't, it didn't work very well. I actually got it from Michael Sizemore. I don't know if he knows I have it still though, from the Escape Comp. Anyways, let's see. So I think I covered, no, I didn't cover it all here. I've got these in here too. These I ended up putting some Endlers in here. So these are actually Endler Guppy hybrids. Really hard to see since they're way in the back, but they're like these leopard snakeskin long fin like Endler guppies. They're a little bigger than regular Endlers, so they're going to be able to hold their own over time. And a big reason why I put them in here is to help chew up all this detritus and stuff that is collecting on the leaves. After a while, they should help maintain that, hopefully, ideally. So first in pretty much was the cleanup crew between the Pandagaras, the Corydoras, which Corydoras are kind of cleanup crew, but they can be a messy cleanup crew. And then the Endlers. And then for show, the Celebes, and then the Alani for now. So I haven't decided how I want to go about this. And like I said, there were so many options I could have gone with just a colony of a certain fish or whatever. But I think I may keep the rainbow fish and the Celebes as the biggest fish, and may just go with smaller fish from there. So it'll be like a huge nano tank. I think that would be kind of fun. What do you guys think? What would you guys have done if you guys had a 240 like this to work with? I'd be interested to hear what you guys would do in the comments. Is that a Daño in the tank? No, it's not a Daño, but actually I do have some Daños that I am planning on putting in these tanks. So stay tuned for that and you'll see which ones I am putting in there. Some of you guys may already know who watch me already. Any shrimp for the monster tank? Nah, we'll see. After it grows out and I have a lot more hiding spaces, then maybe able to get away with it, since the Celebes and the rainbows will be the biggest fish. But rainbows and Celebes, they could really wipe out some shrimp, even if you do have a lot of hiding spots. Try to get these Cory cats without them running away. Let's see, shrimp safe giant Skittle mix. Wouldn't that be cool? I did think about that too. I was half tempted to do shrimp. Marson would do German blue rams, green and red scats. Yeah, brackish tank would be really cool. Flagtails, those would be cool. What substrate is that? Okay, so this is my Substrate lasagna. This is API pond media. Actually, you can see it a lot more over here. This is API pond media down here, and then I've got some good old Indian dirt, or Indiana dirt. And then I mixed it with some organic like topsoil. And then I've got laterite. There's a layer of laterite on some sections too. And then the Brightwell substrate, which is, I can't remember which Brightwell it is. They have a few different types. Mad Tanks, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I really appreciate that. And I do have towels over here. I was doing a little test to see what it would look like if I had a little apron over the light, and it really does make a huge difference on the tank. There you can see the algae inhibitors actually going off. You can see how well it's spreading all the oxygenation throughout, which is really beneficial for the plants. Also on that setting of the Chichiro's doctor is they got a plant setting, they got a fish setting, and a shrimp setting. So it has algorithms that kind of know what's safe for your shrimp, what's safe for your fish and stuff like that, and what size. So they're really, really handy. Or well, I should say user friendly. There's one other thing I want to add in here too. That's what this is, black worms. And I think that would be great for the substrate, just kind of keep things turned over. It would be cool to see what they do on the bottom of this too. That's kind of why I left it up like this. Ooh, the mud skipper idea. I love the mud skipper idea too. That's on my bucket list. I would love to have mud skippers. Here I've been testing TDS and the GH booster, trying to see how many scoops, how many points I get per in this tank. I added 6 of my biggest scoops and I only got like a 27 point difference. Mud skippers are goofy, that's for sure. I would love to have mud skippers one day. But there's all kinds of random plants in here. One day we'll go through those when they all start growing out more. Looks like I'm getting a lot of new growth on them though, so I'm happy about that. Let's see, anything else before I hop off here? I think I covered most of it. I know if I go on the other side, they're just going to run away. Are you part of the Indiana Club? I am part of the Circle City Aquarium Club. Any floating plants coming in the 240? So I have been thinking about that. I've actually been testing some Rotalia Inni to see if it will work as a floating plant. Which I got to be careful about that. I actually took out some of it already because if it doesn't work properly, it can break down. The organics can promote more algae. So I do have to watch it. But I was getting new growth on it. So I think it may work for a floater. We'll see how it does long term. And if not, I got this huge thing of Monte Carlo, which I'll show you guys that real quick. Like this thing is humongous. It's Monte Carlo, but I think it'll be good. I don't know anything about sewing, so I'll have to figure out that whole apron thing. Ben don't know much about sewing either. I asked him. Nope. Yeah, neither does my girl. But she can cook. At least she can do that. Let's see. Boop. Alright, turn you guys over here. Kick this thing off. I got some new shrimp today. Oh, wait, I can't show you guys those. Never mind. We'll save that for later. I forgot. But I got this huge thing of Monte Carlo. I was thinking about adding that in there. That's a 40-gallon breeder. I think I might be selling these guys soon too. These white guppies. These things are insane. There's a male. There's another male. Kind of hard to see in this light. Then I got a Skrills mix. Anyways. I could be poking my neck in all these tanks all the time with you guys. But I do have to keep these videos short for people watching back. So, that's a good thing. I've been doing daily videos then. And with this live, it really helps me being able to do the daily videos. And you guys being so awesome with your super chats and all the Patreons helping support me and really motivating me to get more stuff out to you guys. It's always appreciated. Same with you guys all in the chat who are always hanging out. Nisi sewing again. Well, you know how to sew, Nisi? What plants can I use that don't need to be planted and substrate? That's more of a Friday Q&A. Also, I have a Q&A every Friday night where you guys can ask me any general questions about whatever in the hobby. Same with the fish fam. If I don't know, they'll know. But I gotta keep this short, so don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz, because this is YouTube. Mike Kansas, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it, Mike. All your continued support. He says, thanks for keeping us up to date on what you're doing. Cheers, bro. Well, thank you guys for being interested and just motivating me to do so and helping me out about it. Like, you guys are the best. I love you all. Until next time, everybody, peace, and thanks for hanging out.